In the last two videos I made a social media website. There is still one important thing missing. The thing that every social media app has. The thing that made social media apps into money machines. The thing that knows and sees everything. Let me introduce you to social media algorithms. But surely I won't spend the whole weekend programming an algorithm that big tech companies assign whole teams to work on. And here I am, after 2 unslept nights, writing the script for this video. Programming is an easy job, they said. Big bucks and no work, they said. Everyone's dream, they said. Okay, enough of that rant. So, the social media algorithms. What I have learned is that the algorithm basically collects the information about what you have viewed and interacted with, and then making predictions of what you like to see, using advanced logic and strong AIs with lots of training. Wait, that's all cool, but how do you, a little dumb programmer, have a chance in making something like that? Okay, calm down. First, don't say that I am a dumb programmer, please. Aww. Second, the algorithm does not have to be that complicated. Welcome to my version of recommendation algorithm. Let me explain. First, the website will register users' interactions with certain categories. In other words, each post will have a category and the website will count all the times you have liked or commented on that category's posts. Second, the website will calculate the percentage of each category you have interacted with against all interactions. Third, using these percentages, it will recommend 5 posts. Let's say 80% of your interactions are with programming category and 20% are with gaming category. Then accordingly the website will recommend you 4 programming posts and 1 gaming post. Okay, now we have to transfer it from the drawing board to the actual website. First, I will make a new component called recommendation. There it is. Second, let's make only 5 categories for simplicity. Gaming, news, programming, Q&A, another. Adding categories means that now I need to figure out a way for the user to select category when posting. Initially I wanted to make a button to select category, but then I thought that the button would mess with the website's clean and minimalistic look. Therefore we arrive at the next step. Third, the hashtags. One of the most iconic social media features, and it ended up being pretty easy to make. My post can only have 1 category, so only the first hashtag will count. Okay, I will inform the users about existing hashtags. Now let's test the hashtags. This is news. Hashtag news. Let me check the database and... yes! The post has category news. Oh, who's this? Oh no! It's a hacker using multiple hashtags. And... yes! The post only picked up the first one. Eat that, hacker. In case you're wondering, yeah, we will have to check the database a lot, because all of these processes users cannot see. It all happens, as they say, behind the curtain. Fourth, the interaction counter. Now, when interacting with a post, liking or commenting, the website should add 1 to the corresponding category. This is about programming. Hashtag programming. Post it, like it, and... there it is, 1 interaction with a gaming category. Also, the commenting should work. Yeah, I like programming. Share it. And now we have 2 interactions. Let's go. Fifth, picking and showing the recommendations. And it was at this point when I realized that now I have to remake the whole website's inner structure. So after crying for a bit, I got to work. Let me try to explain. The feed is a component, and how the website worked is that by default the feed shows all the posts, and if I provide the user, then it shows only that user's posts. Now, recommendations work differently. We have exact posts we want to show, but we cannot do that with the current feed. Why don't you just show the posts without the feed component? Well, that is the catch. The feed has all the liking and commenting functionalities, and copying and pasting them would be very inefficient and would cause future problems that we do not want. After 1 unslept night, the job is done. So now the feed component takes exact posts and the pages themselves generate posts to put in the feeds. Rewriting any program's core structure is always a struggle because the whole program depends on it. Therefore, changing the core requires changing the whole program to fit the core. And even though it was a big struggle, I am glad I did it because now the code is more efficient, readable and overall better quality. Now when the recommendation picker is also written, everything should work smoothly. Yeah, everything works, but oh no, not again. The devil itself. The like button. You little. At this point, the like button will haunt me in my nightmares for the rest of my life. This time it was different. There was not a single error, yet the code did not work. And this is every programmer's worst nightmare, because you cannot understand where exactly in the code is the problem. Again, I spent almost all day working on this like button bug, googling until my fingers almost fell off. But then, the ultimate savior came. The ChatGPT. Why couldn't I think of it earlier? I pasted my code into the ChatGPT, and besides telling how bad of a programmer I was, it also told me why the code did not work. And the problem was with asynchronous functions. Again, let me explain. Imagine you are at a party and you want to play a game of catch with your friends. You all stand in a circle and throw the ball to each other. This is like synchronous function, because everyone has to wait for their turn to catch the ball before they can throw it again. But let's say you are at another party and you want to play a different game. In this game you can throw the ball whenever you want and your friends can catch it whenever they want. It's like everyone is playing catch on their own time, and it doesn't matter if they are not all throwing and catching at the same time. This is like an asynchronous function, because each person can do their own thing without waiting for anyone else. In programming, synchronous functions are like when the computer has to wait for one task to finish before it can move on to the next task. Asynchronous functions are like when the computer can do multiple tasks at the same time without having to wait for each one to finish. Going back to the game of catch example, the error was that I was throwing balls that I have never catched, therefore I threw nothing. Drumroll. It is finished once again. Now when the new version is deployed, you can click the link in the description and visit this website. Try writing some comments and liking posts, and then see what the algorithm will suggest you. Also, you can be the hacker boy and try to break the website. In addition, you can find the code in the GitHub repository link below. This time I only once used ChatGPT to help me. Imagine if I used it from the start. Well, the next video will be all about that. But now, if you do not want to miss that video, or you just enjoy this kind of content, consider subscribing. And remember, if at first you don't succeed, call it version 1.0 and move on. You can check the full playlist of how I made my social media website on the left, and also on the right side you can click to watch the AI video if it is already released.